Is the world inching closer to a direct confrontation at sea, or has the West finally found a way to squeeze the Russian economy without pulling a trigger? In a move that has sent shockwaves through the halls of power in Moscow, the French Navy has executed a high-stakes maritime intercept of a sanctioned Russian oil tanker, directly challenging the Kremlin's grip on its energy exports. Before we continue, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics and the global stage, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you these deep dives into the stories that matter most. The incident took place in the Atlantic Ocean, a vast and often lawless expanse that has now become the latest theater for the ongoing standoff between Russia and the West. President Emmanuel Macron confirmed the operation on Monday, releasing footage that feels like it was ripped straight out of a Hollywood thriller. In the video, we see a French operative rappelling from a helicopter directly onto the deck of the tanker, known as the Tagger. Armed and in full tactical gear, the boarding party quickly secured the vessel. This wasn't a rogue operation. The French government made it clear that the United Kingdom provided critical backing. The Tagger is a Russian-linked oil tanker, and it was flagged because of its clear violation of international sanctions aimed at crippling the Russian war machine. For months, the international community has been looking for ways to cut off the revenue streams that keep Moscow's military fueled and operational. By seizing this vessel, the French and British have sent a very loud, very public message. This shadow fleet, used to bypass international law, is no longer safe, even in the middle of the open ocean. But what does this actually mean for the broader conflict? For starters, this is a massive escalation in the tactical enforcement of sanctions. Until now, most sanction enforcement has been administrative freezing assets in banks, blacklisting companies, or slapping tariffs on goods. By physically seizing a massive cargo vessel in international waters, the French Navy has changed the rules of engagement. This is a show of force, a display of naval capability that serves as a reminder to Vladimir Putin that the West still holds the keys to the world's maritime trade routes. However, we have to look at the other side of this coin. What are the potential outcomes? Russia is not known for taking these kinds of hits lying down. By targeting a Russian vessel, the West has effectively challenged Russia's ability to trade on its own terms. If Moscow decides to retaliate, perhaps by harassing Western commercial ships or escalating tensions in the Baltic or Black Sea, could see a domino effect that draws other nations further into the fray. This isn't just about oil. It's about control, defiance, and the enforcement of a global order that Russia is trying to dismantle. Furthermore, the involvement of the United Kingdom confirms that this is a coordinated effort by NATO-aligned powers. It shows that the alliance is willing to go beyond economic rhetoric and move toward physical, maritime interdiction. The timing is also critical. As the global energy market remains volatile, any disruption to supply lines, even sanctioned ones, can have a ripple effect on global prices. The French and British are essentially betting that the cost of these sanctions is worth the risk of a potential confrontation. Are they right? Is this the kind of muscular diplomacy we need to stop the war in Ukraine? Or is this just lighting a match in a room full of gasoline? Some say that if the West doesn't enforce these sanctions with physical force, they are just empty words. Others argue that seizing tankers is a dangerous game of chicken that could lead to a catastrophic miscalculation. So what do you think about this? Was the French Navy justified in their boarding of the Tagger, or is this a provocative act that will only serve to fuel a more dangerous global conflict? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. History often turns on these small, explosive moments. We are watching a new era of maritime enforcement take shape before our eyes. The question remains, is the West prepared for the response that is inevitably coming? I'm here to keep you updated on every turn of this story. Stay sharp, stay informed, and we will talk again very soon.